Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm looking a little bit severe, I think. What do you think? I don't know. I wanted to try and do a smoky eye because it's something I A, suck at, and B, I get requested a lot to do. I also wanted to play with the Soph Extra Spice palette again, which is what we've used today. And then kind of went monochromatic with a kind of matching lip. And yeah, it's a look. It's certainly a look on my face. I genuinely did start this off thinking I would do quite a soft smoky eye, a natural look, but of course makeup just takes over, it gets inside of you, and it just happens that you put more makeup on. You know, I have gone very, very lightly on eyeliner though, on purpose. I'm still sick with the flu-ish, but I wanted to film anyway, and this is the look that came out of it. Maybe it's because I'm sick that I've gone like this. I don't know, I'm just struggling to think, do I suit this look or not, to be honest. So you need to tell me down in the comments, but please be nice, don't be a poo about it, just say it nicely. If you haven't already, please do subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it, leave me a comment, and if you want to see how I got this look, then please just do keep on watching. Really struggling to film right now because I've just started watching Downton Abbey and I just cannot stop watching it. It's so good. So we are beginning. I have primed my eye using the Catrice Cosmetics Camouflage Cream in 010 Ivory. This is a really nice eyeshadow base. I didn't even realise I had this in my collection and I'm really liking it so far. And as you can see by the title and this eye here, I'm going to attempt to do quite a neutral, plain, smoky eye, and I'm using the new Soph Extra Spice palette because it's super affordable, and I know people like to see lots of different looks with the same palette, so this is what we are using today. I'm going to use a small kind of packing brush, not foundation brush, and I'm going to use the shade Cheesecake just here. What a good name. I'm going to pack this in my crease. Oh, I've left my heater on. I was just thinking I was awfully warm and cozy there. Just popping that in my crease like I usually do. I've got a kind of certain style of putting my eyeshadow on, and I find that it works best, although I must admit I struggle doing like a neutral smoky eye. I struggle with smoky eyes anyway. So now I've popped Cheesecake on, I'm picking up like a smaller blending brush, I'm just dipping into Cheesecake, and I'm just gonna start to blend that out. I just find it really hard to do like a seamless smoky eye. Like I always feel like I get really harsh edges. But this is a really nice palette for it actually, because it's got the perfect kind of tones in it, lots of really lovely warm tones. I'm actually going to pick up the black now called Reputation, and I don't want a super black smoky eye. I've gone over it with brown, but I want this just to give me a good amount of depth. So I'm going to just plop this like all over my lid, just using a flat brush. This is the ABH A27 just because it's the first one I picked up. This is actually a very, very pigmented black. It's a really, really good one. I'm not taking that above my crease either, because if I start taking black above my crease, I then really struggle to blend it out. So I've just kind of put it all over my actual mobile lid. I'm back in with that little blending brush, and I'm going to dip into the shade Brownies just here. I'm just going to start blending the edge of that black where it hits the shade, what was it called? Cheesecake. You know, sometimes I can't remember people's names, but if you ask me the shade from an eyeshadow palette that I love, I'll know it straight away off by heart. That's blending. I know it doesn't look great right now, but it is blending that black really nicely. And it's giving me that nice, really deep kind of crease without being too much. So then higher up above Cheesecake, I need to start to blend that out a bit better. I'm going to dip in the shade Sweet and Sour just here, one of the palette's kind of best colours. And I'm going to start blending Cheesecake. This is just a kind of small-ish blending brush again. This is MSQ brand that I find on Amazon and eBay, and they're like Jessup. I still think Jessup brushes are better, but these are another really, really affordable kind of set of brushes. Okay, and then going in with a bigger blending brush. This is the, not that one, this one. This is the ABH A10, which is another blending brush that I really love. I'm gonna mix Running Late and Vitamin C on this brush and blend that above. Whatever shade that was, Sweet and Sour. Just using a smidge more Sweet and Sour now. I feel like I'm getting a little bit of patchiness just here, but that could be the base because it's nothing, I've never used it before, so I'm not sure. Then I'm going in with my ABH A25, one of my favourite blending brushes of all time, and dipping into this shade here called Chocolate Orange. And I'm gonna just go in between that really deep shade, Brownies, and add that in the middle because I think I need that kind of mid-brown transition. I feel like I can't do a lot more with that blending. Like, I think it looks alright. You'll need to let me know what you think. But I'm gonna go back in, I'm gonna mix the black Reputation with Brownies just on that flat brush. And I'm just gonna pat that all over my lid again, just because when you do a lot of blending, sometimes the kind of shadow can just blend away off your lid. So I'm just kind of re-patting that on to make sure my lid is obviously the deepest part of the look, like that. And then the lashes I'm going to use are the Eyeliner Exaggerates number 141. They look like this. They remind me of Ardell Demi Wispies. I wore these yesterday, which is why they've got some like stuff on the lash band. I'll just pop these on. Oh, my skin ain't looking good, is it? I'm gonna go in with my Natural Moisturizing Factors Plus HA. This is a $5. So good. It makes my skin feel so good, and it's just like a moisturizer. I'm sure it has other claims. I don't know them. I think the eyes look alright. My heater's still on. Wow. So for foundation, I'm gonna mix my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow with my Revolution foundation drops, just because I've not mixed these two together, I don't think, and I like both of them. Well, I like the Revolution one a lot, so I'll try not to use too much of that. And I like the Pro Glow as a mixing foundation. And then I'll dab some of the Pro Glow around. I think this is only like still available on Amazon, but it is there if you want to get it, and it's on Prime from what I remember, so nice fast delivery. Blend that in. I'm going to use a Sigma Curved Kabuki F83 because I used my F80 yesterday and it's a little bit dirty. I don't love using foundation brushes a couple of days in a row because I feel like must just harbour so much like bacteria and stuff. There we go. I feel like I've got a really nice even skin tone with a lot of dewiness to it, and my skin looks nice, but obviously I've got some pretty big blemishes I need to cover, and my under eyes, they need covered. I am going to use my favourite concealer under my eyes, which is the Urban Decay All Nighter. I kind of rant and rave about this. It's so good. It's really a wonderful concealer, full coverage, long lasting, I'm going to mix it though with my Benefit Dandelion Shy Beam because this is like a matte pink highlight, and it's just going to add a little bit kind of more luminosity with it being pink toned under my eyes. I did this in probably my most recent video and I just thought my under eyes looked so good, so that's why I'm doing it again. The Shy Beam's not necessary though, you just need the Urban Decay All Nighter Concealer. If you've got dark circles, please just try it. I'll just go around the edges with my foundation brush so I've got no harsh lines. And then look at that difference between the under eyes. I think it's just a phenomenal difference. So I'll do that quickly to the other under eye and then we'll move on to the rest of the face. But look at that. For my lovely blemishes, I'm going to go in with the Revolution Conceal and Define. This is in C4. I probably should use C3, but actually maybe that'll be okay. Just gonna smear a fair amount on. If anyone can suggest what I should be using for like hyperpigmentation left after like blemishes go, please tell me down in the comments, because there must be some kind of like oil or serum or something that I should be putting on that will kind of help get rid of my redness a lot quicker. Also, sorry if my lighting's a bit off. I've not got my softbox lights on. I'm going to use my Collection Primed and Ready Illuminating Powder to set my face. This has illuminating properties in it. You might be surprised to hear that. I really like this powder actually. I've used it pretty much all week and it just gives a lovely kind of subtle illumination to your foundation, but still mattifies and makes me feel secure that my foundation's not gonna like melt off or transfer throughout the day, so I really like it. For bronzer, I'm going to use my Soap & Glory Solar Powder Bronzer. This one is really nice and pretty much used up, so I want to kind of finish it off because I have this one here untouched, so I want to like really finish this and then I can crack into the new one and it's going to be really satisfying. It's a nice bronzer though. Is Soap & Glory? Yeah, I mean they are drugstore, obviously they're drugstore, and some of their products are like way cheaper than I thought they would be, but some of their products aren't cheap. Saying that, I think the prices in the drugstore are rising like constantly, just like with everything else. I do think they're pretty expensive. That just added a really nice bronziness to my skin. That's a nice bronzer, I really like it. And let's contour. I'm going to use my Illamasqua Sculpting Powder Duo and use this bottom shade here. I picked this up in TK Maxx actually a while ago. It was like maybe like £6 or £8. I don't remember. It's really nice. I don't know if I would pay like £35 for it. No, I wouldn't pay £35 for it. I think with a dark smoky eye, it's nice to be quite bronzed and sculpted, so that's definitely the kind of look I'm going for. But I've gone ahead and done this under eye, as you can see. So the first shade I'm going to pick up is Brownies, which is the one we used a lot on the top of the eye. I will say doing under eyes when you're doing like a smoky eye is easier because you're just using like the same shades, and I don't know if you know that I always struggle with my under eye. I'm taking all that all the way in because I might as well just kind of make it super smoky. Then I'm going to take the shade Sweet and Sour and just run that underneath where I put Brownies. And I'm making sure to connect it on that outer corner as well. and even a little bit of the yellow vitamin C underneath that. And then I'm going to take a fine kind of liner brush and dip into Reputation, which is the black, and run that pretty much all the way along, closest to my lash line. And then back in with brownies, just to make sure that's nice and blended out. I'm going to go in with my Milani Stay Put Waterproof Eyeliner in black. The best one I've ever used for the waterline. It stays on, doesn't budge. Need sharpen because I'm poking myself in the eye. I like to do my tight line as well. And then I shall proceed with Lower Lash Mascara, which is the Collection I've got a list, but it's so hard to say. Lash Surge, which I really like. It's quite a skinny wand, and it's quite a wet, kind of sticky formula, which might not sound great, but it just really coats your lashes and makes them really thick and voluminous. I really don't feel like highlighting, to be honest, so I'm going to use my Benefit Dandelion Twinkle and just pop a little bit of this on the inner corners, because this is a really quite a subtle highlight, and I'm quite liking this whole kind of super matte look that we've got going on. Pop a little bit here and there. I mean, it does have a glow to it. I just don't fancy like putting on like a super blinding metallic highlight today. Just the mood I'm in. I will pick that up on my highlight brush as well and just pop some on my cheekbones. If you like quite a subtle highlight, then this is a really nice one. And then my newest and favourite blush right now, the Benefit California. I think this is really pretty. A lovely blush, really warming. I think ties in nicely with the eyes, but I do like to go back in with my bronzer brush and just make sure that kind of whole cheek area is really blended. I think we'll keep this look quite like monochromatic, so I'm going to go in with the NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipstick in Brooklyn Thorn. It's a really pretty colour. And I'll use the matching lip liner just to like clean up and make sure it's all kind of even, which it really isn't. Here we are then, my finished. I really was gonna go into this and title it Natural Neutral Makeup Look, but I don't think that's what's been achieved. Smoky eye look. I do like how the look came out. I think I might change up the lip and put maybe a more nude lip on when me and Hamish go out to lunch soon. But I mean, I do really like the look. I like the skin, I like the smoky eye. I think that palette worked really well for it. I still don't think I'm very good at smoky eyes, so please don't judge me too harshly on that. But yeah, on the whole, I'm really happy with this look. Is the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please do subscribe if you did and you haven't already. It really means the world to me. The sooner we get to 10k, the sooner I can do my giveaway, which is coming. I'm already stockpiling for it. Good stuff. So subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. Leave me a comment down below, and I really hope I'll see you in my next video. Bye. I hate when you leave hair bubbles on your wrist and you're like, that's ruining. It's ruining my look. Oh well.